To fill out the census is abruptly cut short, sending New York City census workers scrambling.
Originally, Americans had until the end of the month, but a new Supreme Court decision cuts off this count by Friday morning. CBS 2's Lisa Rosner has the details.
New York City census workers are ramping up visits to hospitals, houses of worship, and neighborhoods across the city to get residents counted. The deadline had been extended to October 31st due to the pandemic, but Tuesday it was bumped up to the 15th after the Supreme Court sided with the Trump administration. It argued fieldwork needs to stop so the legal deadline of reporting the results to the president by December 31st can be met. Now, residents have until Friday at 6 a.m. New York time to self-report online at my2020census.gov. But the deadline is tomorrow for other methods.
If you are mailing your form, that has to be postmarked by tomorrow. So that needs to go into a mailbox or to the post office before collection time tomorrow. And if you want to phone it in, pretty much you should phone before, say, about 10 p.m. tomorrow.
The process is usually nonpartisan, but a presidential memo calls for it to exclude unauthorized immigrants. Organizers in New York City are reminding residents the count is confidential.
This is literally about counting the number of people that are residing in the city of New York. We aren't talking about immigration issues, and that is not on the table.
The numbers collected once a decade determine how many federal lawmakers an area has and billions of dollars in funding for things like schools, hospitals, and senior programs. The United Way says all communities in New York City are currently undercounted. The city has invested $40 million on outreach.
Once we were able to go back out in the field, we saw the Asian self-response rates go from below the citywide average to above the citywide average.
So far, 61.5% of New Yorkers have been counted, which is ahead of predictions. But it's still about 5 points behind the national average, and the clock is ticking. Lisa Rosner, CBS 2 News.